Hi, welcome back to Premif Academy, where we turn your failures into fuel. I am Moses Ahama, your academic instructor. Have you ever failed an examination and you feel like giving up? This video is for you. Now let me shock you with this. Yes, even as a first class graduate, there was a time I had a D in the semester. To me, it was failure. But what did I do? I had to check back. There's one thing about being intentional. It helps you to take responsibility. Most times, come back, take responsibility for yourself. It's okay to feel the hurt, but don't stay there. For me, when I had the D in that course, I knew that that was not enough for me to say no, I cannot graduate with distinction anymore, as some persons might feel. Even with the D, I was still optimistic. I didn't let that decide what I will end with. I was never discouraged. So please do not be discouraged. When you are expecting an A in a course, you are having a C or you are seeing C, don't be discouraged. Keep going ahead. Keep moving on. So number one is allow yourself to feel the pain, but don't stay there. Number two, find out what went wrong. This is where most students fail. They started saying, they begin to say, it could be the lecturer's fault, they gave me this, they gave me that. It's good at, it's always very interesting how sometimes we students put blame on the lecturer and say, okay, he gave me this, he gave me that, without saying that, I had this, I had that. Funny, right? Now, this is where most students mess up. They begin to say, the exam is hard, it was tough, it was this, it was that, and so on. No, sometimes you ask yourself, did I really prepare well? Did I start studying too late? The questions you ask yourself. Because the 5 P's, proper preparation, prevent poor performance. You prepare on time. The third step is build a comeback plan. My comeback will be brutal. And you must be specific about it. Now, you don't come back by just hoping to do better. You come back by planning better. You don't come back by hoping to do better. You come back by planning better. So, not just preparation, proper preparation, adequate preparation. So, you have to create a study timetable. In fact, I target a workable timetable, because it's one thing for you to create a timetable, it's another thing for it to be working, for it to be active. So you need to create a study or a workable study timetable that includes revision, right? And you must be intentional about it. You must be specific. Join a study group if you need to. Join a study group if you need to. It sharpens your brain. They say iron sharpened iron. Sometimes you could be asking more questions. Asking the lecturer more questions. See, no one knows the silence experts. Some persons, I have a lot of persons saying that, I know this thing, but I don't want to say it. Especially in class. You might be wrong or you might be right. So you need to ask questions to confirm your suspicions. Right? So don't relegate yourself to the background. Always ask questions. Put out yourself there. I usually say that being known beats being the best. So no one knows a silent expert. Being known beats being the best. Another point is guard your mind. Rebuild your confidence. Yes, you can make it. Yes, I can hit this thing hard. So, failing an exam can shake your confidence. That's true. Especially if you have always been this smart one. Now, personally, when I experienced a delay, getting into the university, it was a challenge already for me. I didn't say that because I didn't go with my contemporaries, I didn't go with my mates, so to say, right? Even if I don't have a mate, I didn't go with my colleagues, those ones whom I graduated with from the secondary education. That alone was enough motivation for me. So I was brutal. I said I was going to hit it hard, right? So you must be like that. So failure should not relegate you to the background. It should build more. Yes, it has, it shook your confidence, but it should rebuild you, remold you, and you do better than you ever did. Better than you did. So go through the process or processes with which you used to approach the exams in the first place and do a change. Write affirmations. I would always add to this. I used to have my personal affirmation. I knew I would come out the best, among the best. Avoid negative friends. Friends can either make or mar you. Avoid negative friends. Avoid pessimists. People whom in every situation will be like, oh, are you sure? Do you think you can make it? Do you think you can say it through? Oh, this is difficult. No. Go with those ones who will say this thing is not difficult, even if that thing is seemingly difficult. So surround yourself with people who speak positively, who speak life to you, who say we can make it. Yes, it is tough, but we are going to sail through. It is difficult, but it's not difficult. So it is possible, right? Now listen, one exam doesn't define your future. So what defines you is what you do after the failure. So pick up your pen, open your books, write the story. So you have to move on, right? Thank you for having me. Share in the comment section what lesson failure has taught you. See you in the next video. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel, Premif Academy. Thank you for having me. See you in the next video.